Hello, non-wedding related today from me. Today you're on top of my camera at a recent music concert, gig, live music event, whatever you like to call them. I'm recording on top of my camera with a GoPro Hero 8 with the stabilisation on, and the stabilisation is so tasty. Look at that. But anyway, Nikon. So this is filmed on the Nikon Z6, I do believe, and shooting RAW, and then so the video on the GoPro shows the moments leading up to the photo I take. So I'm using the 35mm 1.8s and the 85mm 1.S. I shoot them wide open with autofocus on, and see here, if the focus point didn't go where I wanted, I'd simply turn on subject tracking with my FN1 button, put it over the subject's face, and then it will be totally fine. So yeah, I don't normally shoot live music. I just got invited along because they're good friends of mine, and but in between shooting photos, I did shoot some video clips. So halfway through this video there will be the raw video clips from the Nikon Z6 in low light. So if that's something which tickles your fancy, stay tuned for that. But typically I shoot wide open, as I said, to let the most amount of light in and to make use of that lovely depth of field. So when shooting live music, I haven't really done it that many times, but when I do, I just like to move around like I do at a wedding day. I do recommend, if the place isn't ram-packed, the artist will always enjoy receiving photos, which makes it look busier than it is. Though it got quite busy halfway through their set. At the beginning, people were still arriving as the doors had only just opened, so it's always good to shoot in between people's heads, like over the shoulders and things like that. I was allowed to go in the pit, I realised halfway through, so yeah, here's me in the pit. So my settings, wide open f1.8, and shutter speed about 200 250th of a second. My ISO, I think my ISO was about 800 to 1000. Pretty comfortable going to a lot higher ISOs than the Z6. I'd say like ISO 4000 5000 would be totally fine. My editing, I've added sharpening, I haven't added any noise reduction or anything like that. And at the end of this video, after the video clips, there will be all the other photos I did take on that evening, if you wanted to check them out. But if you have any questions, as ever, please leave them below and I will get back to you on them. But yeah, stay creative. If you're bored, if you feel the urge to shoot and create something, then please go and shoot for artists and musicians, because they'll always appreciate it, and you get to experiment with low light in conditions you cannot control, which is typically what you face on the wedding day. And if you want to learn more about your camera, I recommend using it as much as possible, so do it. Here I'm using video clips. My frame rate at the beginning was I think I shot 60 frames a second, and because of that the screen behind went absolutely haywire, as you can see. So I did try and frame it out a bit, get closer to the band, but then I realised when I changed my frame rate I was fine. And shutter speed as well. I do remember, normally I shoot shutter speed of 150 frames a second, but this I had to go to 150th shutter and 50 frames a second to alleviate that eventual screen, like how'd you put it? Yeah, appearing. Yeah, so there, here it goes. So I go to 150th shutter and 150th, and 50 frames a second. I mean, obviously that's not ideal. Obviously you want your shutter speed double, but I mean, rules are meant to be broken, and if I hadn't done that, this footage wouldn't have looked so good. So yeah, this is shot in the neutral profile, by the way. But yeah, as always, just let me know any questions in the comments below, and I'll catch you with a new wedding behind the scenes very soon. I'm just a bit backlogged at the moment from a crazy wedding season, so enjoy.
Well, thank you for sticking around. You guys are wicked. see it.
I've always had the same suspicion.